Hey y'all, I doubt anyone's watching at this point, but we're just about to, we're going to be live shortly. As soon as Madhu gets here. Let's see. Goldie. We're just testing the stream on Facebook, and then we're going to go live pretty soon. Oh, that juicy. Oh, that juicy. Hey, I'm just letting you know that I'm running late, but I'll be home in time to take care. So I want to see what time you guys will be home. Yeah, oh, no, I'll be there before that. I'll be there at I mean, that would be the very latest possible. But like 6:30. No, that's I'm calling, just to make sure that everything's good. So I'll be there when I need to be there. Okay. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.
All right, feel much better. You know, a walk, sunshine, vitamin. Here you go.
Oh, thanks. Thank you very much.
It's Hunter smoked sausage real beef.
And I have to leave at about 6:20. So, but we're ready. In fact, we're live on YouTube right now.
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna feel good now.
Just on YouTube. Huh?
I'm gonna pee and then we'll do it.
Alright. Thank you.
Fuck.
I always have to cut the tie off ends of these beats off. Oh yeah. I don't know why. Like I do that with hot dogs. For some reason with hot dogs, oh god, the little knots feels like a. That's one there. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Ugh.
That's that same girl.
Can I go to YouTube shortly here? Or I mean to Facebook?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to hit the button.
Okay. No, she's upset. She seems
seems very upset.
We are live on Facebook and YouTube, and we are Go for Lunch. Let me test the audio, then we'll be Go for Lunch. Also, can I get a mic test from you?
Testing, testing. There, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Again, please.
2. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2.
All right, I got you now.
All right.
Make sure you do your watch parties. We're in the waning days of that.
All right.
I want to let people know what's going on here.
Just was opening my mouth to do the same thing. We're on the same page.
All right.
Just want to turn this candle on. We're getting the show started very soon here, folks. Within the moments. You can count it in mere seconds. Please comment. give us a call. Gabe will have that number up soon. We want to hear from you. We're going to be going with the theme tonight, guest versus customer.
Well, not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the title.
It's just the title.
You talk to us about whatever you want. And I just had an incredible beef stick. And
it's one of the best beef sticks I've ever had in my life.
I ate that. Me too. Mm-hmm. It was hardwood smoked. Nah,
you could tell.
I ate the ends off mine, but Gabe has to. He's got some sort of like a.
I got to cut the tight end off.
Yeah, he's got like a rectal avoidance.
Yeah, it's not
syndrome.
No, it's not a no homo situation.
No,
you know how people say that when they're homophobic.
Yeah,
yeah.
They say no homo to
right.
Further emphasize their homophobia.
I can tell by the way you're dressed. Yeah, you didn't have to say that.
Who, me?
Actually, no. I didn't intend you, but yes, I like your jean jacket.
Have you ever worn a jean jacket? It's like wearing jeans on your arms.
I've wanted to, but every time I put one on, I think I look ridiculous.
You got to get this one, but you can't.
Yeah, I don't like the wash on that one, to be honest.
Too old, too cool. No, it's like having jeans on your arms. It's incredibly comfortable. Ugh. You can't eat too many beef sticks, though.
All right, you ready to kick this thing off?
Let me ask her.
I wouldn't ask her.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she's up for talking. Okay, I'm ready.
She didn't like the show. All right. Oh, shit.
She looked at me.
Yep. All right, and here, so why don't you introduce the podcast here before or whatever?
Actually, I figured out the lyrics to the podcast theme song.
Okay.
Yep. I think I got it now. We'll just do a little intro. The show is called Servitude, that's why it's called Servitude. It's about servitude. It's got a dude producing servitude. All right, I kind of fucked it up. I only practiced it a few times today.
I didn't even hear the lyrics.
Well, you'll hear them next week.
All right.
Because we're not stopping. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Servitude, the podcast about working in restaurants in the wider world of customer service. My name is Chris. I'm the host. 27 years in the service industry with a few breaks, trimming trees, just not having a job. Nothing wrong with that. And in the back of the house, cooking up the podcast, we got Mr. Gabe Nizoa, everybody. Giving the metal horns.
Chris back here in the
such a
back
chef
here in the kitchen.
Look at the respect that your coworkers give you.
They just let me sit here while they do it. Look at the guy spinning the dough or the woman, whatever it is. I'm just so proud of them.
That's respect.
Oh, absolutely.
They're all trying to make sure they get your recipes right.
Yeah. No, it's really great.
Did you teach the one in the back to throw little tortillas up and down like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know what that does, especially when you buy them a fixed size.
Yeah, they just stay that
way. We like to, it just gets some oxygen around the flour, and it just really puffs them up.
Yeah, you got to tell her that you don't cook them before you toss them.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Heck yeah, dude.
But yeah, no, any dining stories for this week? For you?
So went to, this was before last week, but we went to Pho Tao Bay. I don't know if we talked about it.
That's right.
Best Vietnamese place in the world.
Best Oriental food you can get.
Anywhere. And it closed right as the pandemic started, and it didn't look like it was coming back. It just was like, we'll be back in May, and then that sign stayed up. Then their sign went down. Broke. I mean, you'd think that would be it for them, right?
You were keeping a close watch on this place.
I was. I kind of wanted the sign.
Ah, I see.
But yeah, they're back. They're right as you go, that big blight of a Kmart that sits in, the middle of Nicolette that stops it from like commerce going through. If you're going on the ass end of Kmart, traveling south, if you travel right before you get up Kmart's butt, there's Pho Tao Bay.
That's great.
How tan are you, by the way?
I'm pretty tan from being in Florida with the family.
I'm so glad you didn't wear a beanie hat on your head while you were tanning.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to.
You're
it was
even.
just too hot.
You're very even. Hey, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Beanie had a...
too
See, I
hot.
don't
I
tan,
would've.
so I don't know these things.
And I don't, to be totally clear, I'm Lebanese. I didn't lay out. I didn't tan, anything like that. But I do get tan, just, I get tan.
He's
Nothing I
part
can do about it.
lesbianese.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do sophomoric jokes about it like that. It's my culture, and it's something I take very seriously. But yes, you're right, Chris.
Huh. You never talked about it with me before. We're like best friends.
Yeah, I know. And that's how seriously I take it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't want you joking.
Oh, I
about
get it. Stoic people.
Yes, we are. I'd like to get into a little thing because we're kind of tight on time today.
We're kind of tight all around.
We're keeping it tight all over the place.
Yep.
Oh, to anyone who's watching this, by the way, this is an open forum show. So if we're talking about something, you have an opinion or you have a story, you can fucking zoom in. You can call in. Chris, connect your gall darn phone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me get this one up. Booyah.
If you're wondering why Gabe and I don't have any more to talk about, because we're waiting to hear from you.
We'll have plenty to talk about this week, actually. I'm very looking forward to this one. We got a good show today, but we got to buzz through it. But absolutely call us if you got something. If you're pranking us, it's going to hurt. It'll hurt us.
Yeah.
So protect our feelings.
It's going to hurt you too.
Uh-huh. And
Because we don't play, we don't quit, we don't stop.
well, we'll stop if you're mean enough.
We get it.
Don't stop. Or do stop that. Let's just move on with the show. We're going to start off with a little thing I like to call hot juice. Oh, that juicy.
This is some of the hottest, juiciest gossip out of the service industry world. Gabe, what do we got?
So this week, with the hot juice, let's see here. Let me just grab, here we go, hot juice. What? Here it is. So I really like this one. This was something that, let's see, let me put me up here. Okay. So this is something from so hot juice is service industry gossip. So we like to comb the message boards and all that shit, and just sometimes we put our own stuff up. Sometimes, like I did today, I actually put up a story, Chris, that's based on reality. I can't substantiate that this happened for sure, but I believe when I worked at Fiordalisi's Rustic Inn, it was a fucking shit hole or whatever.
Hell's Angels Bar.
Hell's Angels Bar. People would come in and be fucked up. Like, I mean, they would just be, there's fucked up people everywhere there. And, I mean, like drug passing and shit, like, where I learned how to watch out for that. They'd walk in the bathroom door and they'd put it on this ledge above the door and whatever. Like, it was so fun. And, but one time I was making an order, and when like a couple they're already both hammered. The chick is all over the guy, and they're like, where you're trying to take their order, and they're not even like responding to you hardly, or like they're, oh geez, baby, and then they turn and like, yeah, they're like holding you, like it was, like it pissed me off, but at the same time, I was very certain that the woman was giving the guy a hand job underneath the table.
Yeah,
and I was, I'd like to take some credit that it was that I was there.
Yeah.
That I was adding to the mood, but whatever the case, so I posted that on the board to see what people respond, if they have any similar stories. But do you have anything like that?
So we're all a little extra sometimes. Our own shit. What's your pet peeve?
Are you going to respond to my question, though?
Yeah. I just want to
okay.
see how it ties into this.
It doesn't. This is like a pre-thing or whatever for next week.
So, yeah, I've given myself a hand job.
While you're ordering?
At a restaurant.
While you're serving?
Yeah. I wore the apron. I was hiding the moneymaker the whole time.
Right.
Let's see.
Ever issues with involuntary, I know you're an older man and it doesn't happen to you now, but when you were a younger man, ever issues with involuntary erections when you're standing at the table?
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Sometimes
I haven't had a good boner in 5 years. I'm just looking forward to hearing the story.
I know you told me.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so not in front of a table, but definitely at work. One of my coworkers once asked me if I was looking up her skirt, which I wasn't. I was just scooping ice.
Mm-hmm.
But that gave me a boner.
Scooping the ice or looking up her skirt?
Well, I was just scooping the ice, and she walked by, and she just, like, in a friendly, flirtatious way said, like,
Oh.
"Hey, are you looking up my skirt? Ha, 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 ha." And I went, ha, ha, ha. And then I got one of those boners where you get lightheaded.
Say no more.
No, I have a few more things to say. Okay, yeah, we can move on.
Okay, let's move on.
But in front of people.
I think I've asked you about this, about farting, too. Just in a restaurant, it's so,
Common.
Yeah. All right, let's just move on with
No, I
We're
want to
not
stay
gonna
on
fart. Okay.
It's called crop dusting.
I know.
Yeah. I thought maybe, I didn't know if that was restaurant centric or not. I worked in them for a long time.
That's world-centric.
I had a farting room at a restaurant I worked at for 5 years.
It's disgusting. Disgusting.
It was a big room and it was out of the way. And
Yeah.
I farted there. It's where I came up with the fart box sketch.
That's right.
And then of course crop dusting. And I've been in the situation where like we're all like all of us
This is too gross. You don't have to keep going with this fart stuff.
watrons
Watrons?
Yeah, watrons, you know.
What's a watron?
It's both. Waitresses
A boat?
and
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, got it.
waitresses and waiters.
Like you
And-
got a brand new Watron boat.
Yeah. But it was I was kind of new at the place and it was they one of the veteran waitresses there was like, whoever keeps fucking farting you know it's you, but you have to just keep a straight face, though probably red.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Furniture Salesman, I'm sure it's really easy to work with the same 3 guys your whole life. You're all there together. There's 3 of you.
Yep.
I work with 16 other waitresses at a Applebee's or whatever.
You
don't
are
know where
a
I work.
fartaholic. You always want to talk about this stuff so long, and I think it's just gross.
You brought it up. It's
Okay.
it's your culture.
So this is from the Hot Juice server group. So we're all a little extra sometimes, am I right? Own your shit. What's your pet peeves? I think there's supposed to be it's a little whatever. Let's just move on from that. That part doesn't
I don't
matter
know
so much.
That's fine. I mean, these are things though that confuse me. Like, if you ever watch or go read like a 20-year-old?
We have 20 minutes left. Got 20 minutes left, just to let you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. You brought this up.
Well, I'm bringing this up because I want to hear your stories.
Okay.
So, pet peeves. You can either tell me now or think about it, but maybe you want to hear a few of them first and see if you have stories with these. But
Yes, that's the
this
plan.
is
Go for it.
first one is I have a coworker who randomly bursts into song. That's the very first one. Super fucking annoying to me.
Totally.
Because that guy's a fucking asshole. This one, when cooks try to send out food that looks like shit. I actually didn't know that was necessarily a thing. You've worked in nice restaurants. You've worked in shitholes, I assume. Mm-hmm. Is that common?
Yeah.
You have cooks trying to send out, and you bounce it back?
Oh,
Like, go, hey, dude, we're not fucking...
how much you want to deal with? I mean, they're
Right.
fucking slammed, but it's like I mean, it's pretty rare to have, a waiter go like I'm, do that again to a cook.
Right.
That's heavy. However, sometimes you do have to because it's like you can't bring that out.
What's an example of what's something that looks like shit? Do you have any examples?
Yeah, just like how about a plate of wings where there's sauce, on one thing, and they put some wilted piece of lettuce by it, and it's like,
Right.
dude, you try to make it look nice,
Right, right.
Or the shit, a lot of times, I guess in the nicer places, maybe, I don't know, but stuff is plated in a certain way, and the thing has fallen off. Like something on the top that's supposed to be on the top is dumped off, and it's like, get it out of here. And it's like, you can't just bring something that's just like tumbled over, and there's a bunch of
Right. So this next one is one that really resonates with me from the old furniture days, which is when I ask, quote, how are you? And they say, Jack and Coke.
Yeah,
Jack and Coke.
that is yeah. Yeah. Hi, how are you today? Diet Coke.
Yeah, so we used to have, in the furniture business, that's a big thing, is like the greet. So you walk up and hey, you know, like, and I hated the job, so I try to be so cool and casual, and like, I stand 50 feet away from them, right? Like, it's like, hey guys, just, you know, if you need something, let me know. And then them just go, sofas.
Oh, totally.
And it's just like, fuck you, man. Like, it was always, it fucking pissed me off every time.
Of course, there is a, you know, you're not going to ever convince me that there's not value in just a little common, you know, cordial
little
courtesy
humanity there.
Yeah. Just like, hello, I'm looking for sofas. How about that? Was that hard? I did get away with this a few times where a guy, God, I love the show, Mixed Feelings.
God, I love Mixed Feelings.
I love Mixed Feelings.
They hope we get that varmint. If that fucking varmint shows up today, we're smashing that bitch.
Is there a Mr. Mixed Feelings?
No shit. Is it a woman?
Well, there's a.
If it's ever someone who likes us, I always assume it's a guy. Like, that's how shitty my self-esteem is. But yeah, we got a comment from Wayne Burfine here. The cooler is for farting, he says.
That's
but
true.
Nothing smells in the cooler.
That's awesome.
Right?
Nothing smells in the cooler except for farts and rotting meat.
But then you don't want to do it. Why waste it? All right.
Wait, what were? Dang it. Okay, yeah, keep going.
Hang on. So then this one I just have a very quick thing on, but this server's pet peeve is standing in the entire doorway when I'm trying to run food to the patio. Standing in the doorway was all over this board.
Oh, for sure.
And it's like,
it's a doorway.
I'll never forget going to Milwaukee Comedy Cafe.
Yeah,
the first day. So I just got to town.
Filipino
just got
gangsters.
there. It was like one of my first, like, whatever, road gigs, you know, far away.
The mafia.
And I was by myself. I didn't have, like, you know, a headliner I knew with or whatever. So you're just, if you remember those days.
Yeah, you're just like, you're a duck-footed geek.
Yes. And I remember going in there and, like, of course, they're the mafia, so they didn't give a fuck about communicating with us or telling where the condo
to the viewers
keys were.
To the viewers out there, it was a comedy club in Milwaukee where it really was the Sopranos that ran it, or they fancied themselves enough that it really seemed real.
They put a gun on the table when they paid you.
There was
shit like
there was
that.
baseball bats just hanging out in the corner, just ready to go. Pictures of this Valentine's Day massacre on the fucking wall. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And so I go in there and I'm like, you know, you're used to when you go to comedy clubs, like the staff likes you and you know, it's kind of like, hey, you're the people I'm going to party with this week, kind of, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I got in there and it was before the first show. And no one's like, you get in, no one talks to you, no one whatever. So I'm just standing by the bar waiting, and I hear the door open behind me, the swing door, and I hear this girl, like a girl's my age, like goes, "Get the fuck out of the way!"
Yeah.
And it was so harsh, like I remember it actually like hurt my fucking feelings almost, like. But I'm here to entertain people and be funny.
And I was really excited about this weekend.
Yes, and now you ruined it,
dude. Because they had for you, the middle comic, they had one place for you to stand in, one place only. Do you know how hard it is to stand in one spot when you're nervous about going on stage?
Yes.
And it's like you had one spot that you're allowed to stand, and you're inevitably going to fucking just roam somewhere because you're got it, you know, nervous feet.
And I went
get
there.
Get the fuck out of the way!
I ate my cock all week. Like, it was so fucking bad. It was so bad. Like, truly. My it's the only week I can think of where I just went and bombed front to back every night.
That's funny.
It was horrible.
They had
because I was standing in the doorway.
Their low guy in the totem pole. Do you remember what was his name? He wore a brown members only jacket. Like, he didn't have the suit like everyone else, but he still looked like a fucking. He had a brown members only jacket. He wore tinted brown glasses, and I swear to God, he would show up at they'd put you up at they had a condo that they owned that was like just dilapidated and shit. I was there in the middle of the winter.
A wet carpet spot.
The heat went out, and me and the headliner had to sit in sleeping bags and watch TV, just shivering. And that guy with the brown glasses would show up, I swear to God, with a big violin case. Like it was a fucking Tommy gun in it. And he'd open it up and he'd put on yellow rubber gloves and start cleaning the place. It was so fucking ridiculous. Like they were playing gangster. It was almost like it was like a big practical joke, except it wasn't. They would beat the shit out of you.
This is another one that I saw all over this board, which is using a glass to scoop ice.
So that's going to fucking bite you in the ass eventually, and everyone you work with, because it's going to break, and then you have to clean the whole fucking thing out. You have to burn all the ice. You have to get all the broken glass out, and it's fucked up because you're never going to get all the glass out of there.
Right.
So it's this is coming from experience. It's like when you're really busy, and your fucking asshole coworkers don't leave the ice scoop where it's supposed to be. You can't find it. You're like, fuck it, I'm going to put it in there. Eventually, you're going to nick it on the steel. Clunk. Yep. And then it's like that's an insane time when that happens. You're just that busy, and it's like you just hear tink, and everyone looks at you, and you have to go, I broke a glass in the ice, and now none of us can make drinks for 5 minutes now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which that stacks up quick.
It does, and you know, in the moment, it seems, you know, big deal, you can catch up, but like at the moment it really does seem like the end of the world.
Same thing with anyone putting their fingers in glassware, which is just fucking gross. I can't imagine.
I know. I used to actually argue against that when I was really young.
Yeah.
Because when I was like a busboy, it's like they're going to the dishwasher. The thing's 1,000 degrees in there. It's like the sun.
Yeah,
like the glasses come out so hot. There's no way any germs could ever live on it. It's like,
oh, I wasn't even thinking about after. Like when you're clearing the table, I was thinking like when you see
serve them.
like a bartender holding like a beer with 2 glasses or whatever, like, you know, where they'll try to have too much shit in their hands. I've seen that before.
And then serve them though
at Fiordalise's Rustic Inn. Yeah. We had a lady who had one leg who fucking put her finger in the beer bottle top. You know, like in the beer bottle top.
Well, I expect it from that place. That's like a place where you want it to happen.
She was beautiful, too, actually. I was so shocked when she had one leg. Like, I was like, you're too pretty to have one leg. Like, that was my honest thought.
Where's that other leg? You using that thing?
We're like, but you're so beautiful. Like, why
I don't
do you
understand.
have one leg?
You're supposed to be perfect.
What'd you do? Yeah. So, anyway, this one I love, and this brings me back to Fiordalise's Rustic Inn, but somebody shaking their glass for another round, especially when it's 1/4 full.
Brutal. I actually like that move as a joke. It's like, it's very funny.
Very funny as a joke.
And especially funny if you're offering it to someone as a second time. You want some of this? They go, no. You go, you do some of that.
Sure.
That's good stuff. But no, to shake it at a bartender is, well, if you're already in a bad mood, that's not going to help.
So then this is right out of my biography, but the worst in my career was somebody snapping their fingers at me, which at Fiordalise's Rustic Inn, we would get busy once a month, right? Like you're never busy.
Once a month.
Oh, yeah. Like, and they'd have someone would throw a party or something like that. And I'll never forget this first, like, Italian-looking guy fucking, like, I was down at one end of the bar and hearing, you know, like, and you see him, he's got his chest on the bar, like he's all the way, and he's just reaching his hand over and just, like, snapping really hard and looking at me like, and I mean, it's like, I was young enough where it's like you just want to fight. Like, it was just an instant, like, I want to fight you. Like, it was the most degrading thing I felt.
Pull him across the bar.
Yeah. Oh, I just ignored him, and I let him keep snapping his fingers like he's fucking in a doo-wop band on the corner in front of a burning barrel. Like,
hey, Rocky.
Hey, Rock. Yeah.
No, that is hard. At the same restaurant I had the farting room at, the downtown. It was a local bar in downtown Minneapolis. But
they should get that in some cursive writing to put on a plaque right by the doorway.
Well, it already had another name.
Yeah,
but yeah, they should do it in parentheses. But there was a guy came in with his 2 9-year-old sons, that kind of age, and it was a big man. It was always a big man. Who finally I had to be like, my name's Chris, man. Almost embarrassing. I felt embarrassed to even do it, but I was just like, man, I can't let you sit here calling me big man like this whole time.
Especially when you're a short guy, like you are.
No, but I'm big though.
Oh yeah, you're a big guy.
Big personality.
Yeah, for sure. Kevin Essling chiming in with one, telling me how busy it is when they are ordering. Boy, it sure is busy here.
yeah, that's
funny. A super fucking douchey thing. For sure.
Well, it sure seems busier. Yes, I just ordered.
We used to have that in the furniture store. Here's like the antithesis of this that happened all the time in furniture, actually. I wonder if this happened in service industry, where they go, they like walk in. So furniture, you're doing like big ticket sales and shit, right? So it's like someone's buying $3,000 or whatever.
He tells me this every day.
So sometimes you're alone for fucking 3 hours in there, and then 9 groups come in, and you're fucking swamped for 4 hours, and then you're alone for 2 more hours. Well, invariably, when people would walk in when it's dead in those times, they go like, "Jeez, sure is dead in here."
Yeah.
And it's like, first of all, you realize that we're commissioned employees, right? Like, we make our money off that. So if we weren't busy earlier, or like if it's January and you're just dead all fucking day, and people are looking, boy, does this place like suck or something? Like, God, this is horrible.
Yeah.
It just, God, it fucking made me furious.
Right. And it's not even your place.
Right. Right. But it's like, that's how we eat, motherfucker. Like,
no, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's another one another furniture parallel. When guests walk in, I ask how they're doing, and they respond, 2, please. Same thing same thing as the Jack and Coke. But this one right below it I liked, which is, when parents let their kids get up and walk around at the restaurant. I work in a very small place, and before COVID, we had it jam-packed with tables and basically only enough whatever for people to walk. Little kid gets out of a chair, trying to deliver food. He trips me by standing up, and I fall to the floor with 3 plates.
That happened to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of thought this was like a bitchy, like some lady who had one shitty thing happen, and she's holding that. Because, I mean, like, I let my kids get up and walk around at the restaurant a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, do you? I'm fucking policing them extremely closely. But you can't keep those motherfuckers down.
Look, of course, now that I have a kid, I'm very more sympathetic to the parent side. For instance, someone you and I both know, Tim. We were at work together, and he was like, "Can you believe that they're letting the kid he's just like looking at a pad the whole time? It's like, how about talk to your kid?" And I was like, "Dude, they've been talking to that kid for the last 172 hours. I'm not even talking since this morning. So for the last 172 hours, they've been talking to that kid straight. They just gave him the pad. I guarantee you. Like,
we're out to eat.
Yeah. Right. Like, no. You know what I mean? However, there are some people that let the kids run wild. One time, I said this thing. I actually felt bad because have you ever done something where like you actually stand up for yourself, and then it worked so good that you've felt bad about, or you're like, oh, I might have been too harsh. Like these parents were like, I mean, their kids were fucking like, I didn't spill anything, but there was a chance that could happen because they were just running all over and I had trays full of drinks, and the parents went, they go, "You can tell them to sit down," and I go, "So could you?" Because I was so angry. I just went, "So could you?" And yeah, I felt bad, right?
No. And
I came out, the kids were like this. And it was like, oh, good. Then I actually felt vindicated. Like they felt like I was right enough to like tell their kids to shut the fuck up. But funny story, really, is my first waiting job I got fired from because I was waiting. I took on too many. They used to let me just choose how many tables I got. I was like, 8 tables. I can take 8 tables. This is like my second night waiting tables, right? I'm an 18-year-old kid. And I had this, like, I was absolutely in over my head. I had this giant tray of drinks, and this little kid is next to a bald-headed adult dude. And she just hits the tray, and his Budweiser goes from on my tray on like upside down on top of his head and balanced there for an ungodly amount of time.
Right.
Just to have it
like
all
a good
just
2 beat.
Just cascade down his thing. Like, I got fired from that move, from that, and I said, the kid hit the tray. They're like, yeah, right.
Right.
It really did happen.
Well, you have so little credibility, though. You can't blame the rest.
Yeah, my voice was cracking.
That was a thing on the board too. Is that when coworkers basically take on too many tables? Like, apparently that's a fairly common ththing too.
Oh yeah. That I learned that. I don't understand why they let me do that. Hey, can you take like they've got a 20-year-old host asking an 18-year-old waiter, can you take another table?
Right. This was maybe my favorite comment of the whole thing, which is just This person said, I'm just going to say it and catch hell, but bratty, fat kids. Like,
I'm
why
sorry.
fat?
Because they take up more room.
Okay. I don't know. I really...
No,
just thought that was so
I don't
funny.
agree with... I don't know if I agree.
Yeah, I've been, whatever.
I've been fat.
I say monstrous shit all the time, so I'm not judging that. It's just interesting.
I know. Why fat? Because
Why would that bother you at a restaurant where you get paid based on how much people eat?
Nice.
But yeah.
Yeah.
As a server I work with will go up to my tables if they're a cute female sitting there and hit on them. It drives me nuts. And it's like, well, yeah, that's fucking... he's sexually harassing your customers. I get that one.
Yeah.
Another scooping ice with their glass, but no one said the reason that you said, which is great, which is that if you break it, you fuck up. I can see that big time.
And it's just like gross because,
Yes.
who knows what's on the end of the glass if it got cleaned good enough. But
Complaining about food but not wanting anything done about it. That I can relate to. I've seen that before in restaurants where people will bitch and like that wasn't very good. Oh, okay, well, we'll take it off your ticket. Oh, no, that's fine. It's like, okay, you just want to be a fucking bitch and just mention that then?
right. Yep.
Phone rings. This one I liked. Phone rings. Me. Hello? So, how can I help you? I'd like them bacon cheeseburgers. How do you want it cooked? Them screaming into the air. Hey, babe, how do you want it cooked? And just that they're not ready for the order. Like
Totally.
that shit would fucking would bother me.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's insane. Especially if you don't have a dedicated phone person. It's like,
yeah.
like there are times when there's no one has time to answer the phone, but you have the most time.
Yeah.
But you still have no time. You're like, fuck. And you're like, you're looking around. It's like, it's been 6 rings. Fuck. You pick up the phone. Honey, what do you want? You're like, oh,
Yeah,
you son of a bitch.
At the furniture store, like this was a common one where I'd say, thanks for calling Sleepyland Furniture. And then the person would just go, yeah, is my sofa there? That used to make me fucking nuts. Like, you don't feel like you need to identify yourself. So then finally I just started going like, yep, it's here. And then hanging up. And then when they'd come in and they go like, hey, I called. I said my sofa's here. I said, what's your name? Oh, no one by that name called here. It was always a great fucking me being a piece of shit.
Well, that people do that too, and they give you credit cards, and they go, the orange juice was Lisa. I'm like, I don't know who Lisa is. Like, who?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's like my wife telling me a story. She loves talking about people at work and going. And then Brenda said, and I'm like, I have no fucking clue who that is. But anyway, when I come to this one, I love this one, and I'm so curious if this happened to you. When I come to a table with a tray full of drinks and someone tries to, quote, help me by grabbing a glass off the tray. Sir, this will go everywhere.
That's insane. When
Right.
that is rare, and it's so it can be so devastating. I've had that happen with like really hot, hot coffee and different drinks. On the tray, and someone just starts grabbing drinks off the tray as if the other side isn't just going to go boom,
Right.
There's one hand in the middle, and it's that big.
It's fucking insane.
And they'll grab hot drinks, and you're up above someone's head. You're like, oh, and when they're hot, I'll tend to say something like, holy shit, don't do that.
Right.
Like, oh my God, I don't want to dump this on someone's head.
Oh, Chris, on the table.
I see it. I don't want
I
don't want to make a lot of noise.
You gotta close your laptop probably, or maybe just lay it down. I'm not really sure.
I'm
but
gonna
just
get this thing.
No, Chris, he's starting to go. Hey, get up! You missed the fucking varmint again.
I'm just gonna move everything in case it comes back.
I highly doubt it's gonna come back, Chris. You just fucking scared the shit out of it by trying to slap it to death. Who does that?
Hello? Excuse me. Hello?
She just let her get it out, okay?
Excuse me.
Yeah. She's not having a good day, Chris. Okay, let's try to carry on with the show.
Okay, let's do some Yelp reviews, huh?
Yeah, let's do a little bit of how about a little bit of that forensic Yelp. Forensic Yelp. This is where we dig in on some Yelp reviews, and we have about 5 minutes or 6 minutes to do it, Chris. So let's.
I had some good ones too.
That's all right. No, well,
All right, put that first image up.
we can skip to them. Okay.
We'll just do the image. This is the only thing is the name of this company, Relia Trust Elite Cleaning Services. I think that's
the most trustworthy you can be.
Relia Trust.
Relia Trust.
I think, and then
Should we be reliant or trust?
and then what is that picture in the background? Because it looks like an archaeological dig where they found an ashtray. Like, what is that? Is that supposed to be like I want
I'm gonna
these?
be looking at that all day. I have no fucking clue.
Look at it.
It looks like something very dirty. You'd think that they'd show something clean,
Thank you.
but they showed something filthy.
But there weren't any funny, reviews. But I think, this. It looks like, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
All right.
It looks like the immaculate heart made of garbage.
Right.
All right.
So what are we doing here? Like which restaurant?
So this one is. Oh, right. So this is from a food truck called Simply Steve's.
Simply Steve.
Simply Steve.
If he doesn't have a lisp, I'll be shocked.
Well,
Simply Steve's.
yet I would
Right.
be. Jared Y. 2 stars. Ran across this food truck during lunchtime, and the menu seemed very interesting, even though there was not much to offer on the menu. Do you see any contrast there?
Seemed very interesting, although there was not very much. Yeah.
I tried the coconut braised chicken, expecting a tremendous amount of flavor.
Tremendous. Even though, like, I'm pretty white trashy, like, coconut is something that people like me order because it's like a really basic flavor palette, I think. But
I don't know, man. It's just, why were you expecting a tremendous amount of flavor?
Jared,
It is called Simply Steve's.
it should taste like Steve.
The chicken didn't seem to be marinated well,
This isn't marinated well.
and nothing put me in awe. But it did maybe put you in awe,
Do you guys have anything awesome for me to look at?
or just awesome. I always like to give places a second chance, so I will be back. 3 useful, 0 funny, 0 cool.
Oh man, that was nice. That was a nice ending, Jared. Thank you.
Hey, he'll be back. Oh, this is definitely some poetic. This guy should be the next, Weird Al of novelists. It was a hot summer afternoon in June.
Go ahead and take it again. Sorry.
It was a hot summer afternoon in June. And I just had to eat a food truck for lunch. Met up with a friend and we landed on SFT. Whatever that is. The line wasn't too long, but after we ordered, it was about 25.
It was about 25 deep.
I decided on the sesame beef sandwich, mostly because I saw 3 other people get theirs as I was waiting to order. There is nothing wrong with this sandwich. I mean nothing! Did I say nothing? The bread is soft on the inside with soft crust. They toast it on the grill before serving.
Oh my God, that's
The beef is just fantastic. Grilled to perfection with great flavor. It wasn't chewy, dry, overcooked, nothing.
No, this was perfection.
It was cooked just right. It comes served with a splash of mayo. Ever seen a
Go ahead and
splash?
just splash.
Grilled onions and mixed with cilantro. The salt vinegar chips were a great compliment as well. Great sandwich!
How'd you think to put these salt vinegar chips with it? I love this flavor palette you've assembled.
I'll for sure stop by again. Oh, that it gets cut off. I know what it says. If you're planning to grab lunch, be sure to go early, because as the line grows longer, so does the wait. That's what it said. Like, that's good insight.
It is.
You can't argue with that insight.
He's a low-key genius.
Yep. All right. 4 stars. Oh, yeah.
So there you go. Sorry.
I
had to
paraphrased.
Position it. Yep.
All right.
Oh, that's fine.
All right.
All right.
Give me the next one.
Okay. You just read all these? Should I leave?
Oh, no. I want you to read some. Thank you for reminding me that it's not just my show.
All right. Okay.
No.
All right. But no, true. Like, if you know this one, go ahead. And read it.
No, I do want you to read this one, actually. I want you to discover this real time. It's amazing.
Okay. Here, let me make it
Robert
bigger
D.
so people can see
No
it.
profile picture.
Robbie D. All right. What do we got? Let's see here.
I'm actually excited for this. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Do that one.
The food was okay, but overpriced. Served with plastic cutlery. You placed your order at the counter, pay, and wait for your order. They were fairly quick and friendly, but dinner for two is $38 and served with plastic. We asked for water as our beverage of choice, and were given 2 small waxed cups.
So, did you?
I'm not getting it. I don't know.
So, have you ever had, what's the best cutlery you've ever had at a food truck?
I didn't know it was a food truck.
Damn it!
It's still the same food truck?
No, they're all food trucks.
Oh, darn it. I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
I should have said
And
so.
it's your fault, but still.
Anyway, that's pretty funny, right?
It is
I
pretty
mean,
funny.
it is funny. Just...
Whoop, I gotta go. I gotta go for real. That's late as fuck.
Okay.
All right. We'll catch up with this next time. We had a rockin' fun time on Servitude.
Yes, we did. Thank you for watching, everybody. Comment and come and join us next time.
This next Monday, we're gonna skip, right?
Yeah, we're not going to be here. We're here. Obviously, it's Thursday. We are not going to be here this Monday. Mixed feelings.
Maybe you'll get it next time.
Mixed feelings. Come on, mixed feelings.
I don't know what that means. I feel mocked.
Yeah, no, you got it then.
Okay.
But
all right.
We'll be back the Monday after next.
Rock us out.
Sweeping the spots that need it once over. Just get the big stuff real quick. Not looking for perfection. Just make sure the spots that you sweep look better than when you began. The show is called Servitude. That's why we call it Servitude. It's all about servitude. I'm the host and I'm a dude and give back and they're producing.